welcome back to my channel. So this is the first video 2020 on my YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm doing some Melanie Martinez Wheels on the Bus inspired nail art. So let's get right to the tutorial. So as always, I'm going to show you the demo on these false nails I glued onto toothpicks. I painted all the nails white except for one. I painted it baby pink, and with this pink nail I am just going to take my toothpick and some white acrylic paint, and I am just going to write out Wheels on the Bus. Be sure to let this white acrylic paint completely dry. Now I'm going to go in with the safety pin and with blue acrylic paint and just fill it back in. And yeah, so here's the first nail design. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the white base nails. And for this nail design is inspired by the calendar at the beginning of the K through 12 movie. Going in with some black acrylic paint and my safety pin, I'm just going to write out First Day of Hell. So I tried my best to mimic the handwriting as it appears in the movie. Oh well, but now I'm going to go in with some reddish pink acrylic paint and outline a heart. You can see I went ahead and cleaned up the line work with some white acrylic paint, and now for the final detail I'm just going to go in with some regular sky blue acrylic paint and just add a couple of lines, two horizontal and two vertical, just to mimic the calendar blocks. And here's the finished nail design. Now moving on to the third nail design. Now this actually has so much detail, so I'm going to do my best to explain. I am going to be painting on the cereal box as it appears in the movie. So I'm going in with some blue or like light blue acrylic paint, and I'm just going to sketch out a cereal box. And while this blue acrylic paint dries, I am just going to go right down here and I'm going to paint on Felipe. And painting on the tarantula is pretty easy. I'm just starting off with black acrylic paint, painting on the body, the legs, and then going in with some brown. And despite him being a spider, I'm only going to add 2 eyes, but he's complete. And now I'm going to jump back to the cereal box. As you can see, I went ahead and already added the black outline. I'm now going to go in with some pink acrylic paint and sketch out the little Yeti. As there's so much detail on the Alpha Bites crunch, I had to do a lot of it off camera, but yeah. Anyways, here's the completed nail design. Now moving on for the fourth nail design. Now this is inspired by the scene when she's already on the bus. Scene in which she gets a paper airplane thrown at her. Starting off with some black acrylic paint, I am just working on the outline. And once that outline dries, I'm just going to go in with some baby pink acrylic paint and fill out the rest of the paper airplane. And once the pink dries, I'm just going to go in with some black and gray acrylic paint and a safety pin. And I'm going to have to do most of these off camera, but I'm just going to add on a bunch of lines. And now that the paper airplane is done, I know it doesn't look the best, sorry guys. Using black acrylic paint and my toothpick, I'm just going to paint on Gap Tooth. There is nothing wrong with Melanie's Gap. If anything, I think it's super cute. I mean, I even have one. But anyways, finally to finish off this nail design, I'm just going to go in with some blue acrylic paint and just outline the whole nail. And yeah, so that pretty much completes it for this nail design. And now moving on to the next nail design, I guess you could say this was inspired by the kid who threw the paper airplane at her. Particularly the scene afterwards in which his hands kind of inflamed. So basically that's what I'm going to be doing. I am just going to take some blue acrylic paint and I'm just going to paint on 2 bloating hands. Now that his hands are done, or at least, they're currently drying, I'm just going to go in with kind of like a teal color and just kind of paint around the excess white, leaving that very thin outline of white on their hands. Now that the blue has somewhat dry, I'm just going to go in with some pink and just kind of dab it in the middle. And here's the completed nail design. Okay, so now moving on, I think this is like the 7th or 8th one. I can't remember. And I'm going to take some purple acrylic paint and I'm going to paint on some undies. So while the panties are drying, I am just going to go in with some pink acrylic paint and I'm just going to paint right here some lace. Really easy, just going to paint a strip right there on the leg holes, and now I'm just going to take some white acrylic paint and just add little dots. This will kind of help like the outline of the lace. Now taking some pink acrylic paint, I am just going to paint on a bow on the undies. And once again, using that same pink or reddish acrylic paint, I am just going to paint on Fuck Off. And here's the completed nail design. Okay, yay! Finally, we're to the pinky nails now. Now, because the pinkies are so narrow, I couldn't do that much crazy nail designs. So for the pinkies, I decided just to paint on the K through 12 outfits that the boys and the girls wear. And this one is for the boys' uniforms, so I am just going to take some gray acrylic paint and paint on the collars. And right up under that gray, I am just going to take a very light blue and just trace a little outline up under that. Going in with a darker blue and adding a bunch of dots to mimic lace. While that gray portion of the design is still drying, I'm now just going to go in with 2 shades of blue acrylic paint and paint on a heart. I wrote K-12 inside the heart and just used white to finish up the collar. And here's the finished nail design. For the other pinky nail, like I said, it is just the girls' uniform. Just going to go in with 2 different shades of pink for the majority of the outfit. For the heart, I'm just going to go in with white and darker pink acrylic paint, and whenever the white portion dries, I'm just going to go in with a lighter pink and paint on K through 12. And here's the finished nail design. Okay, so that is 8 nail designs down. Now all we have left are the 2 that are on the thumbnails. So for one of the nail designs, I decided to, of course, paint on Melanie herself. She has an outfit and hairstyle change in every movie. However, I decided to paint on the very first scene of her. So just going in with black acrylic paint, I am just sketching out Melanie's head as well as her hair. I'm now going to go in with the peach color and fill in her skin on her face and her neck. I'm now going to go in with 3 different shades of acrylic paint for her hair. I'm first going to start off with some baby pink, then some turquoise, and finally to finish it off with some yellow. And I went ahead and did this off camera, but I painted on these little black things to separate the bundles. I'm now going to fill in those bundles with some lavender acrylic paint. I went ahead and did the rest for face details off camera, but here's the finished Melanie design. And finally, for the last nail design, I'm going to paint on the bus. So starting off, I am just going to take some darker pink acrylic paint and just sketch on the outline of the bus. I'm going to go in with some baby pink, white, blue, and black acrylic paint to fill in the details of the bus. Gray and white acrylic paint for the clouds, and now for the background, some baby blue for the sky. And yeah, so that pretty much completes it for this nail design. Yes guys, so here are the completed Melanie Martinez Wheels on the Bus inspired nail art. I know I said this last year, but I really want to start getting into some more Melanie themed nail art on my channel. What better way than to have this video to be the first video on my channel in 2020? But anyways guys, I had lots of fun painting on this nail art. Let me know which design was your favorite and what other nail art you would like for me to do on my channel. Hopefully YouTube will stop turning off my comments so I can actually get your guys' feedback. Yeah, anyways, this is the part of the video where I say I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, nail art, and yeah, as always, thanks for watching!